It's time for another Multiversus video. Yeah, a 2-in-1. You guys probably didn't expect this because I haven't done much content on Multiversus, but I'm glad to be doing this. So, the roster in front of you that you see is actually a supposed Datamine character roster. Supposedly, some of these characters are in the data of the game, and so I guess people who had the early build were able to datamine the entire game and see what characters were still left for us to get. Now, looking at these, we can see that artwork is from, some characters being confirmed, some characters still aren't. So I guess we can assume that this was actually made before Velma's reveal, as we can see that Velma does not have her original, her model. So when we look down the line, I might be wrong actually. Some players have their model, some probably don't. I don't think that's Shaggy's actual model for the game. But let's go ahead and read the roster. We're gonna start from top left and go down to bottom right. So on top left, we have Bugs Bunny, Marvin, Taz, the Tasmanian Devil, Shaggy, Scooby-Doo, Velma, and Tom and Jerry. Now, it seems like Tom and Jerry might play more like a Rosalina and Luma and less of like an Ice Climber clone. The next row, however, is Finn, Jake, Steven, Garnet, Craig, who we don't know about yet, and Rick and Morty, who have been floating around and have been actually rumored like several times already. Craig is actually an interesting one because I was not expecting Craig out of all characters. So I guess Hanna-Barbera really just owns like the Cartoon Network, atmosphere. Because Craig, I was not expecting Craig at all. If Craig does get confirmed though, I'll be kind of hyped. I'll be kind of hyped. But I do want to see Rick and Morty in this game. I think Rick and Morty are two highly popular characters, and the fact that they're not even in the base roster yet, I think Multiversus is lacking right now. They're slacking. They need to pick it up. Give us the characters that we want. But next row, we have Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Joker, Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Raven. Joker, Poison Ivy, and Raven have not been confirmed at all. So as far as we know, they have not been confirmed. So we can continue from there. Now we have Black Adam. Don't know where he's from. Static. I don't know too much about Static. But then we have Gandalf, Legolas, Arya, Daenerys. I actually don't know how to say that name. I know that these guys, if I'm correct, these last four are actually from Game of Thrones. I know Lego looks familiar. And the Hound. And so, once we get to a certain character, I'm going to actually talk about, the meaning of having, like, the characters, IRL, real life characters. What I'm going to say. Next one, we have Gizmo, Watto, Beetlejuice, Iron Giant, Godzilla, Emmett, and 11. Recently, I'm recording this literally today, we did get the confirmation of Iron Giant. So far here, the Datamine is actually correct about Taz, Velma, and Iron Giant, which I think, if you asked me 2-3 months ago before Velma was even revealed, I think Iron Giant would have felt like was less likely. But now because of that, I don't think Godzilla's unlikely either. So Godzilla's here, but Emmett from the Lego movie, I need to see that in action. I need to see that. And 11. So yeah, 11 is a character from Stranger Things. I did not know that they owned that IP as well. Or this could be a third-party IP. They did, like I said in the previous Multiversus video, they said there's a reason it wasn't called Warner Brothers Brawlers. And some of the characters here might not even be from Warner Brothers themselves. I think Godzilla is, but 11, I actually don't know. I don't watch Stranger Things though like that. But if 11 is, then they need to get the Demogorgon and put him in this game. And finally, LeBron James, Rain Dog, who's the first OC character that we've gotten, Ninja, and Brute. Now, I feel like they use Ninja and Brute in this way because their character portraits and stuff are probably in the game already because, like, out of nowhere, why would you just use 2 random pictures? There has to be a reason behind it. If these are OCs, that means we don't even know, like, who they actually are. But I want to trail back to LeBron James real quick, because if we do get LeBron James, that'd be fantastic. And it's going to be the Looney Tunes, the Space Jam version of LeBron James, the animated. Which is... I'm down for that. I'm down for that. So, we have a lot of characters that we actually don't know about. And on this roster, if there's a character that I would pick that I want like a shoo-in, I'm going to say Emmett. I know earlier I said, oh, Rick and Morty, I like them. But, you know, they're a popular pick. You know, you're going to expect them to get in there at some point. And it's still unclear whether all these are in the Datamine for the base roster, which, you know, like once the game comes out, this is what we're going to get. Or if some of them are going to be thrown in as updates go on and on and on. We don't have a specific, you know, a specific release date yet for this game whatsoever. We just know that they're working hard on it and doing a fantastic job. If they are able to get LeBron James for the voice of LeBron James, Multiversus wins. They win. And yes, I did have a moment of silence because they win. But this is actually looking to be a very ambitious Smash clone. And if we do get all these characters in the base roster, then I wonder, you know, and there's a whole world to choose from. There's a lot of characters to choose from. These aren't all the IPs. We still have IPs that are that still aren't even included in this Datamine roster. Like Flintstones, the Jetsons, almost the entire Cartoon Network universe. I know there's a lot of characters in Game of Thrones. We only have Gandalf here, but there's definitely got to be more. I believe, if I'm correct, yeah, Gandalf is Lord of the Rings. So, you know, there's still a lot of characters in there. A lot of characters from Beetlejuice. You know, maybe they'll get Michael Jordan too from Space Jam. You know, and not just LeBron James. And also, since they have OC characters, they'll probably throw in some more OC characters into the game, which maybe could be used as actual, like, real life... Oh, not real life, but, like, actual characters from, actual characters in, like, other shows that, Hanna-Barbera / Warner Brothers works on. Now, out of all these characters, I can only draw the 3 OCs if I'm going to put them in the video game section. Because the 3 OCs are video game characters now, considering that their first appearance is in a video game. So, that's cool. Once we figure out if those other 2 are real, maybe I can start drawing those. Yeah, I still draw, and I draw a lot. But I want to turn our attention to the fact that there's still no Daffy Duck. Marvin the Martian? There's so many other characters I expected before him. Sylvester, Tweety, even Granny. I even expected them to start using characters that were on the Looney Tunes show, like Daffy's girlfriend, or I forgot her name, honestly, or the big monster. I forgot his name too, or the witch that literally looks like Woe 2 or whatever the witch's name down there is, or maybe that's no, because she would have been up with the Looney Tunes characters. But maybe like that witch is just like a reincarnation or reimagining of this one as like a little Easter egg. Maybe. I don't know. I'm expecting a lot for this game, but I am very excited that if this does become the roster that we get, whether it's after a few updates or as soon as the game comes out, because this game is going to be more or less like Brawlhalla. Free updates, new characters, new stages, stuff like that, like how Brawlhalla does it. I'm going to be super excited for this. And hopefully you guys are too. Now, I want to throw in some character predictions though, still. I think character predictions are a great way to start talking about or getting around and seeing what characters we could see. And you know what? I'm going to go by actual, like, series by series. Series that I actually don't know, like Game of Thrones. or like Beetlejuice or whatever this part is over here, I'll skip. I'll try to make up. I'll try to make up for it as well with adding more characters into the series. So for the first one, I've been saying it, Daffy Duck. For the Looney Tunes section, we need Daffy Duck. If we still don't get Daffy Duck, however, Sylvester, easy does it. Those are the only two that I can honestly see or want to see. Actually, no, Elmer Fudd. Elmer Fudd as well. He can use his gun, you know, for his side special. He wields a gun. Moving on to Scooby-Doo, the rest of the gang, I'm going to give it. So Daphne and Fred. We already have 3 out of the 5. One thing that I do want to see, though, I want to see them try to take dead characters, like quote-unquote dead characters that they haven't used in a while, and bring them too. And if they can do that, then I'm looking at Scrappy-Doo. Yeah, a lot of people are going to hate me for that, but I think Scrappy should join this game. Scrappy would be a great character to use. The Tom and Jerry universe, I don't remember the dog's name, but I want he definitely should join the game. I'm also gonna throw in a prediction from a character who's not even who's not represented yet. Courage. I want to see Courage. Courage the Cowardly Dog on this roster, or maybe in the game at some point. But I want to see Courage the Cowardly Dog here. As for Adventure Time, Marceline, Ice King, Gunther, or even Princess Bubblegum. Hell, if they want to throw in like a character that's not even remembered too much, Flame Princess, or Peppermint Butler, or Cinnabon, whatever his name was, the cinnamon roll looking dude. Also, maybe BMO, because BMO played a big role. Sorry, that was my keys. BMO played a big role in the spin-off of Adventure Time. So, you know, put some respect on BMO's name, and let's get it moving. Now for Steven Universe. Steven, easy. Garnet, easy. They're already there. Connie is someone who I think they should move forward with in this game. The obvious Pearl and Amethyst. Greg, maybe. Maybe with Greg, they can also pull a kind of Young Link style type thing. Do a young Greg as well. So both versions of Greg are in the game, and with different moves, or somewhat different movesets. Also, I know Sadie's voice actor for Steven Universe is actually the same as Velma's, and they confirmed it too over on Multiversus Twitter account that the person who plays Sadie is voicing Velma for this. So I'd say throw in Sadie, and you know what, Lars, but not the original Lars. No, I need the pink Lars, the after death Lars. I think that would be pretty cool because he'd have more powers. If they want to throw Lion in as well, maybe, but I think Lion could be part of Steven's moveset instead of his own actual character. Kind of like a Minnow Wolf Link situation that everyone wants to see in the game. But we'll see. Craig, I don't know too much about this show. I know he has 2 other friends, so how about throwing them in? This one guy, his head looks like a cylinder, and this other girl is a very short girl. Throw them in, and we move on. Rick and Morty. All right. Mr. Meeseeks, or Summer, or Jessica. Yeah, if they throw in Jessica, that'd be an oddball pick. But they threw in. I'm down for them to throw Jessica just for fan service type shit. Even though I think Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, would be the fan servicey type characters. But yeah, Jessica, Summer, Mr. Meeseeks, Mr. Poopy Butthole. That'd be pretty funny, but I'm down for that too. Now for Superman, Crypto. Crypto the Super Dog. That's all I can say. And they could do a Superman iteration, make him the same model as Superman, or use the Cartoon Network iteration that I used to love as a child. Now we have the Batman series, and now it's Batman and Joker. I don't think I have anyone really to add for this one. I don't think there's too much that they can do. If you want to count it too, it could be Batman, Joker, and Harley. The fact that Batman is separated from Wonder Woman, separated from Joker, and Joker's next to Harley Quinn tells me that this is not really the Batman's version of Harley Quinn. It's more of like the Harley Quinn, which makes sense because I think they're trying to promote that. So it's a newer show. But if you guys understand what I mean. But for that, I don't have too much to say about about Batman, Wonder Woman, Joker, Harley, or Poison Ivy. So let's move on to like Raven. I want to see all the Teen Titans. If it's gonna be Raven from Teen Titans, then I want to see Robin, Starfire, Cyborg, Beast Boy, maybe even Terra. If not Terra, then I'm down to see Gizmo. Actually, hold on one second. Raven's over there. Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say Raven's up here, but then we have a character named Gizmo down there that looks like an animal type like doll. And I was like, what if it's not that Gizmo? What if it's Gizmo from Teen Titans, but there's probably like coding next to it that tells you where the character's actually from. But I'm down with any character from the Hive, any character from the other Titans, like the Speedy guy or whatever it was, you know, characters like that. I don't know anything about Static or who's the other character again? Black Adam, I think that's what his name was. But Gandalf, of course, we gotta have Precious. So that'll work, but that's about it. That's all I really care about. Don't know anything about Game of Thrones. Moving on. Don't know anything about the next few, including Beetlejuice. Iron Giant, don't know too much about that. Godzilla, King Kong. Godzilla versus King Kong. Is King Kong considered a Hanna-Barbera property? They might be starting with Hanna-Barbera properties or Warner Brother properties in general before they move on to anything outside. But if they if King Kong isn't, then they should consider putting King Kong in with Godzilla. I mean, we already got the Superman, Batman, movies, and we could play as them. So why not Godzilla versus King Kong? Just saying. Emmett. For Emmett, Unikitty, definitely. From both the show and the Lego movie, Unikitty. That's all. We could also get the girl. I forgot her name, but I don't. I want a very outlandish character. I don't want to be serious. I don't want seriousness for once. But now 11, and I already said for 11 the Demogorgon. So that's all I'm gonna say. LeBron James, Michael Jordan, easy. This is the Space Jam iteration. So we're throwing in Michael Jordan. And then we have OC characters. You can't really do much about that. So, out of everyone that I said, is there anyone in there that you want? Is there anyone that I missed? Is there anyone that you want to see that isn't represented yet? Whether it's from a different show that Warner Brothers has rights to, or maybe anyone outside of the Warner Brothers brand. Let me know down below in the comments. I think this is a really interesting discussion. And I wanted to share this with you because it's kind of like a Datamine leak. And I want to do more multiverse stuff. I want to treat it like Smash because it's actually, I think it's deserving of the title to be like very close to what Smash is. Anyway, peace out.